It's been a long day, you just wanna go away. You can't sleep at night, and now I'm here. I can't promise tomorrow, but you're gonna feel out today.
Hello. Hi.
You can
I
take
am glad
it
that you're
away.
joining me today for this
Now I'm here.
small, type, short kind of chit chat. And we're having ginger tea. And I had got a message from one of my very special spirit lights. And this message came from Candy. Hi, Spirit. I love your videos. I want you to know that I appreciate these videos. I learned so much from you. Can you do a video on how to overcome a broken heart in a marriage after you've done everything to make your husband happy? Okay. When I got this message, I said, okay, I'm going to stop whatever I'm doing because my special spirit light need me to answer this message, so I am going to do it now. First, a broken heart takes time. It's not going to be overnight, and even later, when you start to think about everything that transpired, you're still going to probably feel some of the hurt and the pain and the disbelief of it all. You know, things happen when the marriage is not working and you're doing everything you can. You feel like you're alone. You start feeling like people are turning against you. Sometimes it can become type ugly. Now, at this point, you done everything that you possibly could to try to make your significant other, husband, wife, or girlfriend or boyfriend happy, and it didn't work, and now your heart is broken. Now, what you gotta do is find a way to pick up the pieces where you are. Start from small pieces. And when I say small, I'm talking about simple things. Clean the dishes. Start to clean your house. Go for a walk. Start to exercise. Do small little things that will occupy your time and your mind while your heart is trying to heal. When I was married and my marriage was completely over and it could not be saved, we could not come to a resolution, the biggest thing for me was losing, I thought, was my best friend. And the second thing was embarrassment. Embarrassment that my marriage did not work out because everybody that I talked to or came in contact with asked me, what happened? What happened to your marriage? And you get to a point where you just don't want to talk about it anymore because it still hurts. So what I did was I started to focus on my children as much as possible. I try to be there for them more than usual so that I didn't have to think about the fact that I no longer husband or, someone who was going to be there for me at night and be there for my children. I no longer had the security of a complete whole family. And I started thinking about, I wish I could go back in time. Why did I give this person a chance? Why did I waste my time with this person? I started feeling depressed and feeling sorry for myself. And it got to the point where I felt like I couldn't get out of bed. So one of the things that I literally started doing was going to the track every single day. And I had learned to jog, and then I learned to run. And I started exercising, and I started roller skating with my kids. And before you know it, my heart started healing. A lot of times we don't understand why the things happen to us the way they do. But sometimes there's other plans for you, and that person is not included. And when you start fighting against the boards, like you see flags, you see that y'all are growing apart and that y'all growing differently and that y'all not really happy, together. And the more you try to force it, the more you try to make something work that's just not working, the more and bigger the heartbreak becomes, because you have to be torn apart. Because whatever is out there for you, that person is not included. You can't bring that person along. And the same thing for that person. You are not included in their endeavors and what's planned for them. You're not included. And a lot of times you got something great waiting on you, something bigger than a bigger picture, and you can't see clearly when you're focused on someone or something that is not supposed to be in your life. And once that person is no longer in your life, you can start to see clearly, and then later on you'll say, oh, this is why this happened. It could be because there's another person. Sometimes just because we force ourselves to stay with a person doesn't mean we're supposed to be with them, doesn't mean that it was meant for us to be together. And there's probably someone else that you are supposed to be with, but it's being blocked because this person is in the way. Or it could be something else that you are supposed to be doing, like mentoring, or maybe traveling, maybe being more dedicated to your children. I don't know what it is, but maybe there's something else bigger than the picture that you see right now. I'm going to tell you the best way to get over a broken heart is get a journal and write down all of the things that you loved about your marriage, everything you could think of, and then write down all of the things that you didn't like about your marriage. Write down the pros and cons of everything, and you got to be true to your heart. You got to tell the truth to yourself. You should close the journal, put it away, and set yourself free. And later on in life, go back and read it. You will be surprised how different things turned out for you now that that person is no longer a part of your life. another thing that you can do is reinvent yourself. It's nothing wrong with changing. Reinvent your look, your hair, your style, your clothes, the type of man you like or female. Date older, date younger. Just reinvent yourself. Do something that you never done before. Do something that you gotta put time and effort in, and that will occupy you. If you have something occupying you, don't have time to idolize on a broken heart and what happened to your marriage. And you're wasting time because that person is going to move on. Rather your heart is broken or not. And you don't want to waste your precious, precious, precious time in your life that you have crying over something you can't fix. Say to yourself, I deserve love. I deserve trust. I deserve compassion. I deserve respect. I deserve to be happy. You say those things to yourself much as you can. As much as you can. Start to focus on you, on your needs, and what you want. Because the more you focus on the broken heart, then other things will start to become broken in your life. Like friends, relationships, children, relationships, work, relationships. Start doing little things to do what you can to start the healing process. If you need to cry until you can't cry no more, then you do it. And then after you cry and get it over with, then get mad. Get angry. Because you have not received what you deserve. And say, okay, this is it. Let that anger energy go. And then start doing little things and feel the joy. Fulfill your heart. Occupy your time with other stuff. Do not focus on a broken heart. It's easier said than done, because when your heart is broken, it hurts. It feels like somebody punched you in your chest. And you don't think clearly because you just don't want to feel the pain. You want some understanding. You want someone to care. You just want this person to remember why y'all started this when y'all was in love. But sometimes people move on while they with us, and we just block it out. Let them get away with little small stuff. Because we just don't want to be by ourselves. We just don't want to believe that they don't want us. And it's not fair to you. And it's not fair is worse than just feelings. It's shocking and unbelievable when you go through something that you didn't think you deserved. I remember when I found out my husband cheated. I don't really want to talk about it too much because it's really a touchy story, a touchy subject. But I'm going to tell you this part. I remember when my husband cheated and we started going through horrible changes. And then one day, I was just fed up. I was so fed up. And I said to him, this is it. Cut it off. Cut it off, or I will begin the process for divorce. And he said, I can't cut it off. I tried. I said, why? He said, she said that she'll kill herself if I leave her. And I said, let her die. Let the heifer die. We're married. We are a family. We have children. We have things that we plan. We have things that we do. We have things that we're supposed to do together. We're supposed to grow old together. Let her go. And he said, well, I'm going to need some time. It's over. And I went to go walk away. And my little girl, my baby girl, was holding on to my leg. I didn't even realize that she was holding on to my leg. And I felt an overwhelming strike to my face. And I hit the ground. I was in so much shock because my husband had never, ever put his hands on me. I was in complete shock. And it shocked me because my husband knew that I had my jaw broken by my first husband. This is my second husband. He knew that. And he hit me in my mouth, in my face. And when I was on the floor, I was looking at him, and I could see him, and I could see my little girl laying on me, crying. But I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. I was in so much shock. He called the ambulance. When I got to the hospital, they did testing on me. I couldn't move anything from the neck down. I was laying here. The doctors was talking to me and talking to him and asking me what happened to me, and I couldn't speak. Blood was coming from my mouth. And the doctor said she can't feel anything from the neck down. I was in the hospital for almost a week. Couldn't move. Couldn't move my neck. Couldn't do anything. I couldn't move my hands, my feet. And I laid there and I said, oh my God, what's going to happen to my children? Who's going to take care of them? you know, in about a week, I started moving again. I started feeling my toes and my hands. I went in complete shock. I couldn't believe that someone could hit you and after that you can't move anymore. I was okay. But I was laying in that bed, that hospital bed. Before the hospital bed, I did everything, all that I could to try to make this marriage work, trying to prove to his family that I want this marriage. Try not to tell people at work and duck my friends. Nobody to know what was going on. It took him to hit me, put me in a hospital, and I'm laying there. And I remember saying, oh my God, God, if you help me, I will not think twice. And I get out this hospital. I am gone the next day. When they released me from the hospital, I didn't even give myself time to heal. I went and got a lawyer. And I went to apartment finders. And I found me a new place in a new city away from him. And thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God that I was okay. Because right after that, my daughter got sick. And in my mind, I'm going to tell you the truth. I believe what happened to her was part of what he did to me. She saw it. And it might have put her in shock. Because nobody can explain why my daughter almost had a brain aneurysm and a small stroke right after that. My daughter lost all her memory, all her mobility. She had to start over from the age 5, going on 6, back to a newborn baby. And if it wasn't for me deciding, I believe in my heart, because I told God that this is over and that I will no longer be with him because of what he done to me, that I will focus more on my children. God gave me my strength and my will back, and I was okay, and I was able to help my daughter heal from what she went through. So you don't want to learn your lesson the hard way. When it's time to move on, when the spirit say move, move. Get to stepping immediately. Do not let life teach you a lesson that you will regret. Thank you for watching. Sorry my camera went out. Love and like candy. Everything gonna be